Damn, that would have been a good intro.
Let's go, guys. It would have been a great. Actually, guys, we were trying to respond to you guys and we weren't hot mic'd. That would have been a great intro. We agree with you, DGen. Most underrated YouTube content ever. Let's go, guys. It is Monday. My name is Tank. This is the IBCGANG YouTube channel. I'm accompanied by my partner, Nick. Nick, say what's up.
Yo.
Guys, what a great Monday, huh? What a great Monday. Are you guys all feeling it? Did y'all have a great weekend? Did y'all get overexposed? Did you guys overextend? Did you guys stick and move? Are you guys in and out realizing profits? Because right now, things are green. And you know what that means, guys? We're grabbing that money when we can. Don't be a dummy. Grab that money when you can, guys. Or fasten up your seatbelts because we're going to the moon. Either way, you guys probably had a really good weekend. Unless you guys were shorter in the market, then you guys probably got wrecked. Hopefully you guys didn't do that. With all that being said, before we jump on into everything, guys, if you would do Nick and I a humongous favor, we are still trying to grow here on YouTube. The more people that see these videos, the more people get exposed to the Cosmos ecosystem. So if you guys are cosmonauts like Nick and I, do us a favor, do the Cosmos ecosystem a favor, do everybody a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It takes you no time at all, costs you absolutely nothing. If you have, an account here on YouTube, all you got to do is click that little thing down there. You guys know, don't click that other little thing. We've already had this discussion. You click those other little things and touch those other little things on your own time. But go right down there, click that little red button looking thing that says subscribe, and you will be very much appreciated by Nick and I. Again, guys, it really does help us grow. And also, again, if you guys would, go ahead, we'll wait for you. Take a quick hot minute. Nick can link this in the chat real quick. Go to our Twitter profile. It's this one right here, guys. It is IBC_gang, and retweet to everybody. Let everybody know. Tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your mother, tell your brother, tell everybody you know that we are live right now, because this is some beneficial, crazy, great stuff that we talk about here. And this is just where all the cool kids come. So don't you want to be part of the cool clan and come hang out with the rest of us? Yes, you do. Don't lie. Yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Do us a favor, guys. That would be greatly appreciated. With that being said, we're going to jump on into things, right, Nick?
Yes, sir.
We got so much stuff to talk about. I don't even know. I was talking to Nick, guys. I don't know where to start. Like I have my coffee and everything, guys, and I'm like ready to get going. But admittingly, so many crazy things happening right now that I just don't know where to start. I mean, I guess we'll just start with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin right now trading for $47,424. Guys, doing pretty good, as one of our friends says. It's pretty good. We're seeing some price appreciation in a really, really strong way, guys. Like we said in the other videos that we just put out recently, there was still room to go up. Again, I'm a very cautious investor and or trader, and I'm still, just because we're pumping to the upside, I'm not changing my position, guys. I'm still looking out for the horizon. I'm not overextended. I'm not overplaying myself. I got in, guys. Like I said, I put on my my play shoes, and I'm out there running out there in the sunshine with you guys while the sun shines there. It's all fun and games, guys, but again, please be mindful. We still have to get over some key levels on the charts. Everybody right now is telling you guys bullish, and I'm not saying it's not. I'm just telling you guys, be aware that when everybody wants you to look this way, it's usually because they're setting you up to get smacked in the face over here on the blind spot, on the, the section of everything that you're not looking at. That's how the market goes, guys. In fact, before we jump on into everything, let's quickly take a look. I haven't done this earlier. Let's do this live because, we do things together, guys. We're part of the gang. We do things together. I'm in the trenches with you guys. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin shorts and longs right now, guys. This is longs. Look at this right here, guys. This is the Bitfinex longs on the Bitcoin daily. Pump. This is the setup, right? We were pumping it on up. Pump. Wasn't it the Bitfinex? Ooh, Nick, you that's got to go back to the community, right?
Of course.
Oh, do I say thank you to our own guys? I'll have you guys know. I'm so rabbit scroll everything right now, right, guys? When we get anything on this channel, it goes back to the community. We're hopefully, actually, I think that actually sets us up to finally start actually taking in payments from YouTube, I think. And we've been telling you guys that once that happens, we will be putting out a transparent wallet where 50% of everything that we ever accumulate here or make, it doesn't matter if it's donated or whatever, we're going to be putting into a transparent wallet to give back to you guys, because you guys know we love to give back to you guys. So in a way, Nick got us there, and also that's going back to the community. But it's going to be shared with you guys, you know, via our Discord, and, you know, we'll cover it on our streams and stuff like that, our wallet address each month, you know, when we get our payments and stuff like that, whether it be through our merch, whether it be through our, you know, investments. We actually have part of our own personal investments that we allocate towards this, so we can give back to you guys. And then also anything that we make here. So again, guys, I just kind of want to let you guys know that, Nick, thanks for getting us there. Thanks for, like, seriously showing the love, guys. And it's all going to come back to you guys. So actually, you guys should be thanking Nick for, yeah, I don't know how that works. I'm like in a paradigm right now. Anyway, let's go back. I'm kind of getting off topic, guys. This is the Bitcoin longs on the daily time frame. Again, we're using Market Cipher as a primary oscillator indicator tool. As you guys can see, the setup just recently, right before the price action moved, this was the setup. This was the setup for the longs being taken. Guys, these option traders, these futures traders and stuff like that, these longs being put out there. This was the setup right here. Now we pumped up pretty well. But as you can see, with every pump, I don't want to say there's a dump because I hate that word, but with every pump, there is usually a pullback, or as they say, a dump, to make things rhyme. And right now, as you can see right here, the longs have started taking profits. They've started kind of exhausting themselves on markets, on the charts, on Market Cipher B and on Market Cipher A right here. Market Cipher A, the top section of the charts, you can see the setup, and now we're kind of exhausting. I'm not saying we're fully gonna reverse, but you know, it does look like, just by the candles, obviously you can see it. We have a red X on the daily as well, that the longs are kind of exhausting themselves here. Now it could just be them second winning themselves, and you know, just kind of composing themselves. If you guys have ever been into track and field, I used to run like 400 to 800 meters before, and you can't just sprint that whole race. You can come out the gate kind of fast, but then you at some point need to compose yourself so that you have enough gas in your reserves so that you can make the finish, you know, something notable. So again, guys, they could be something like that, where we just come back down here to this SMA, which is the 50 SMA on the daily time frame, and then make another push back up after getting our second wind. Or honestly, this is a scenario, guys. We could come all the way back down here with the Bitcoin longs, come down to, you know, 35. I'm sorry. It's 35 on this chart. I don't want to confuse you guys. On the Bitcoin longs, it would be coming down to 35 again. That's the 200 SMA on the Bitcoin longs. This is read a little differently than the regular traditional chart, so don't confuse yourself while I say that. We're not going down to 35, I don't think. But on this chart, we can come back down to realistically on the longs, and then again touch that, see if it holds up as support, and then be on our way again. If we go back here to the Bitcoin shorts, you can see, guys, this is Bitcoin shorts. It was up, coming to the end of, I guess it's still this month's options close. And then, you know, they all had to close, like we were talking about, close their positions. And you can see all these shorts were like, no, I want no part of this. They started getting out, guys. But it's the same thing. Just because we're looking at different types of charts, the same principles and the same strategies apply, guys, especially when you're looking at Market Cipher. One thing I want to show you guys on, now I'm not giving you guys FUD or telling you guys that this pump is going to be, you know, dumped on or anything like that. So please, I just want to give you guys some food for thought. Don't get it mixed up or mistaken. On the Bitcoin short chart, guys, this is the daily. You can see here, just like I always tell you guys, look for that curvature happening, right? They closed out and we ran. It gave the bulls enough space to kind of breathe and do its thing and accumulate price to the upside. But one thing that I'm noticing, guys, is we're kind of flattening out here. And it does look like, you know, they are just waiting to make that curvature back up on Market Cipher B, guys. So take that with a grain of salt. You know, again, you can see the amount of shorts right now in the bodies of these candles right here getting smaller and smaller. So again, just stuff to think about. Usually, as you guys can see, when that happens, they start reopening their shorts again. They ebb, they flow. They ebb, they flow, guys. I don't. Again, not trying to give you guys FUD or anything like that, but if charts don't necessarily repeat themselves but come close to rhyming, again, this is the Bitcoin daily short chart. Guys, take a look at it. Every single time, right? We come down, it starts getting those smaller candles. They start consolidating. I don't know if you can see that. No, my biggest is away. They start consolidating right here. They come down kind of strong. They consolidate. What happens after? Bing, they pick back up again. It ebbs and flows. They do this all the time. This is what they do. Whales eat to the upside and they eat to the downside, guys. Don't set yourself up or overextend. just because the hopium out there, just because all the YouTube influencers, I don't like to call myself an influencer, are out there telling you guys, yeah, bullish, bullish, bullish. Don't get caught up in that mix. Don't get caught. Be smart. Be smart. Our whole thing that we preach here in this channel, guys, it's not about how much you gain. It's about being in the game, how long you're in the game, not those big, I made it, I got 50%, on this move or whatever it is. What does it matter when the next move you make could get you down 100%? So the time in the game is very much more important, in my humble opinion, than, making those major home run swings every single time. You guys know I like to use that analogy, when I'm talking about being in the market. It's about taking base hits and setting your whole team up time and time again. Guys, you can win a boxing match with jabs, and you can win a baseball game with base hits all day long. It's not about how many players do you have or how many times you guys swung for the fence or threw that haymaker and knocked somebody out. Guys, it's a real thing. You got to be strategic. You got to be methodical. You got to be an assassin with your moves. And assassins don't make reckless moves. So again, I just kind of want to point it out to you guys and let you guys know the patterns that are out there, guys. The shorts, when they start falling, it start looking like this, guys, where, the bodies of the candles get more condensed, more condensed, more condensed, more condensed, more condensed. What happens? It kind of coils up and then they make their move again, guys. They're just waiting. They're killers. They're killers in the ocean, guys. They're literally out there patiently waiting for us seals, us retail people to get, stray away from the pack and get overextended and overconfident. And they just wait and they consolidate and boom, they kill you. And they consolidate and boom, they kill you. Don't get caught up in the mix. This is very volatile price action right here on the daily time frame. Massive, massive, massive shorts. They closed them all out. Came down really, really well. Again, look at how this is kind of consolidating right here. Not saying that it can't come down even further, but I'm telling you guys, look at it. It's right there. It's just patterns. And when you start really paying attention and snapping out of the hysteria and all the hopium out there, you start realizing what they are for what they are. They're just patterns. They're easy to read when you take a step back and look at it, guys. So I just kind of want to throw that out there for you guys. Again, partake in the sunshine while it's there. Play. Make your gains, guys. Get in, get out. Make your moves. But don't be swinging for the fence, because there's ebbs and flows. There's pumps and dumps. That's the way the market moves. It doesn't just go in a straight line. It will not go in a straight line. There will be people taking profits. And that's a realistic thing, guys. This is recent price action. This is the real chart, right? The daily chart for Bitcoin. We dump, we pump, we dump, we pump, we dump, we pump, we dump, we pump. You don't want to get, unless you're like a real investor, a 5-year hold, 10-year hold kind of person, don't get caught up in the mix. Don't get caught up in the mix, because you'll never time the top. You'll never time the bottom. Nobody ever does. If you do every once in a while, it's just because you're lucky. It's just because you're lucky. That's it. Let's be real. But right now, guys, Bitcoin doing really, really well. I'm sorry. I had to rant to you guys because I want everybody that watches this channel to be realist, to not be delusional. I want you guys to be here for the long haul. I want to see you guys here 5 years from now and go, man, remember when that guy Tank and Nick was saying all they were saying? Thank God I'll listen to them. Not that you guys have to listen to me, or at least heard them out. Again, this is not financial advice. This is me sharing my humble opinion, what I do with my trading strategy. Don't ever get that mistaken, guys. But I really do. I would like to see you guys here 5-10 years from now, hopefully when we're still doing this stuff, right? Unless they pull the plug on us. And what we're saying be beneficial to you guys long term. So that's where I'm coming from. That's why I'm saying all of that. Going on, though, let's take a look at what we're dealing with right now, guys. We came out of that wedge pattern, guys. How do we measure the move out of the wedge pattern? From the opening. So we're going to take our little measuring stick, which we've been putting on the side over here in waiting for the breakout, actually. And we're going to measure what is the actual possible breakout scenario, guys. Not hopium. But this, we could literally see, and it's not going to go in a straight line, but we could literally see ourselves reclaiming $58,000 to $60,000 before realistically getting hit by some sell pressure. There's really nothing as far, like, actually we can do this, guys. Let's take a look at the VPVR wall right here. There's really nothing between 45 and, there's really nothing between 45 and 50. I was kind of extending there, thinking 60 or whatnot, but there's really not. There's not. Let me go here. VPVR wall. Where is it at? Am I just blind? That's the VWAP. Did I take it off? Oh, no, it's right there. Pachow! I know, guys, it's getting kind of smashed and crammed on the charts here, but check it out, guys. Right now, this is price action. right? Right now, this is where we are for price action. This big candle right here. Look at this right here on the side of this, on the side of the charts right here. There's really nothing. Like, this is big support. Like, if there was massive sell pressure, it would be jetting out on the wall a little bit more. This is relatively nothing, to be honest with you. And really, between here and where we are, there's really no kind of pre-existing price action there that can give us a realistic idea of, you know, what to expect going forward. There might be just free range for us to fly up to about $50 to $55,000 before we actually start seeing people like realistically start taking profits. I will say right here about 50 is the only significant thing. If we can actually break through 50, then we could climb so fast up to 60. It would be like, you probably wouldn't believe it. And it probably would not be sustainable if it happened kind of like this line right here. I'd like to see stair stepping movements more than anything. But if, like, realistically, if we capture this 50,000 right here on the charts, we can just pop right back up and literally split it in no time, guys. But right now we are trying to just recover and claim this last section of resistance, which is our immediate level of sell pressure that we're going to get on the charts, guys. And again, with everything that I just said recently, if you go back to the Bitcoin shorts, guys, you know, a lot of the shorters, a lot of these bearish traders, they see that as well, guys. That's why we're starting to see these longs get closed out right here. And that's why we're starting to see these shorts kind of start curving, because they know that 50K is right around the corner. That's a big psychological barrier for a lot of people. That's a big, like, in recent price action barrier or resistance for a lot of people. And not only are humans trading it, but they have massive, guys, if you guys don't think that there's this massive operation with bots, like literal trading bots set up to trade and take profits at 50K and or short things at 50K, you're delusional. That's a real freaking thing. That's why fib lines work so well, because those bots are set up on those lines, on those certain levels of the charts, and that's what they go by, guys. That's why they will beat you to the punch every single time, because they're literally set up again on those lines, on those fib lines. So actually, if we do this, just another thing, guys, let me show you guys. Fibonacci retracement from the high, you know, to our low. Look at that. This is just messy as heck too. Look at that. You see this fib right here, the 0.5. That's the bots. They're set up. They're waiting right there to execute. Push the button. They're set up right there to execute, guys, and they're just waiting to hit that sell pressure, guys. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. But anyway, I know I'm kind of ranting a little bit. Nick, do you have anything you want to say about that?
No, not necessarily.
That's Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin looking juicy as a mofo.
It's looking good.
Juicy as a mofo. We're gonna put this back here though, because, you know, I don't wanna overextend, like I always say, or overplay myself. I'm not front running anything. I did put on my play shoes though. I got on my I'm old, guys, you know, so I got my old New Balance, the comfortable shoes. And those are the ones that I go out and do yard work in and play. I got those muddy shoes up, guys. I'm out there with you guys. I'm playing, but I just want to let you guys know, don't wear your new shoes, because yeah, you don't want to get those scuffed up. Let's move on though. And we're walking. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'm going to try to keep it, you know, on point today, guys. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum's 3372. 3372 broke all levels of resistance, trying to come right back up to that 200 SMA. Doing really, really well, guys. Really, really well. Yeah, pretty much just like Bitcoin, to be honest with you guys. Pretty much just like Bitcoin right now. Right now, we're literally at a really big recent level of resistance on the chart. Again, you can clearly see it just right there. Previous resistance, previous support, previous resistance before. So again, this is going to be the moment where we see what happens. We're going to see what happens throughout today, tomorrow. And I really don't think, even with these options, I will say this too. Let me go to, you know, options have a lot to do with the volatility that we're going to see early on. Usually, don't take this as like the Bible or anything or whatever. I don't want to get religious. Don't take this as like law. But usually early month, like early beginnings, the new month, the new options, and everything rolls over, a new week, all that stuff is pretty light, to be honest, as far as the bearish sentiment goes. Those bearish traders are, like I said, they're predators. They're looking for that perfect moment to capitalize when people are overextended, when people, when everything, the fundings and all that stuff, everything just lines up for them to take their position before they eat. They'll be patient. So usually the early new months, like when we roll into a new month, like we're getting into April, we're probably going to see a lot of, bullish price action because there's not going to be a lot of bearish option traders out there. That's not saying that there's not going to be people, trying to take nibbles at the stragglers out there that are a little bit overextended. They're going to do that. But like the real feeding frenzy usually comes the third and fourth week of the month for sure. They start picking up on the second week. But yeah, that's how it goes, guys. You guys got to understand there are option traders weekly and then monthly. And then there's those rogues that just they do what they want to do and they try to nibble at your guys' feet at all times. So I just kind of want to put out there, guys, right now, I'd be really surprised if we actually don't break through this level of resistance for not only ETH, but for also Bitcoin as well. If we don't really capture $50,000, I actually would be kind of surprised. And that's just going on what I just said recently with those option traders, being kind of light with the beginning of the month. So again, guys, real possibility Bitcoin and ETH both recapture some key levels of resistance on the charts. It really could happen. Not giving you guys full hopium, but be mindful because, the setups are real, guys. You're talking about the setup. So you gotta be, what's up, Maniac? Thank you so much for that $2 tank, said mofo. I did say mofo. Crypto moto. Guys, I'm old. You guys remember I'm a boomer. Not really, but I guess what is a boomer, Nick? Is there like a certain year?
I think so. Pretty sure.
What is a boomer, guys? Like, is there a certain year that makes you a boomer, or is it like certain things that you do that make you a boomer? If I'm a boomer, I'm like the coolest boomer ever, I think.
So,
that's what I tell my kids.
1946 to 1964.
Oh, I'm not a boomer. What am I then? What is 81?
I think you're Gen X.
You know how many times they flipped that on me, guys? Gen X. And then they took it away from me and then made me like Gen Z. I was so mad when they did that or when they were trying to do that. I was like, fuck, what? Oh, I can't swear. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't say the F word.
Wasn't me. Yeah, you're Gen X.
I think I just missed it.
Or 1965 to 1980. So.
No. I disagree because I remember when Gen X was like a thing. I swear they're just pushing it back to make me miss it. I'm Gen. I don't care if it says 1980. I'm a Gen X. I'm Gen X. I refuse.
Well, you could be a millennial.
No, that's why it says. I refuse. Is the year? Yeah, Cryptonaut. Yeah, good people were born in 1981. It's a vibe more than an age at this point. I think so too, Sam. I think so. That's what I tell myself. Anyway, semantics. I'm not getting into it. Let's move on to our love child, guys. Our love child. I love you so much, baby. We're going to talk about Atom, aka, like I said, our love child, looking still really good. Guys, check it out real quick. We're on Market Cipher A, top section of the charts. Again, don't just go by these signals, but I just kind of want to point out the bullish things, right? Because, like I said, kind of biased. It's my love child. Right now on Market Cipher A, we are seeing some good signs, guys. Some really good signs. We're coming back up, looking like we really want to retest our 200 SMA, which is right around $31.64 on the daily time frame. We also see right here on Market Cipher A that we have a buy signal. Now, green dot buy signals on the candles are not as strong as what you would get on Market Cipher B. The lower section of the charts down here, the same section I've been kind of sharing with you guys time and time again. But they do still hold and show the same things. If you have a green dot right here with Market Cipher A, that usually shows that we're going to see that keep going. Now, not necessarily all the time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you can clearly look back on price action before. And recently, unfortunately, when you get these green dots right here, that has actually led to some downwards momentum in the charts. Now, it's right here. Now, that's not to say, though, that happens each and every time, but usually, my head's out the way. You can see it right here, set up right here, down, and then up, right? So maybe we get another retest I'm thinking more than likely if we do get that retest, again, this is a big reason why I tell you guys, while the hopium is there, while the pumps are all there and everybody's screaming that this is a raging party or whatever it is, you know, F the cops and all that stuff. Don't even look outside. Don't let them in. We can just keep going till the house burns. You guys got to understand that the police going to come in. They're going to take and distribute tickets and take some of y'all that are doing bad things in that party because you guys are ignoring the facts that they're there. They're going to come. That was a really bad analogy. I should probably not say that kind of stuff on YouTube. Whatever. I'm keeping it real, though. You guys knew what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys. But right now, if we do get that retest, I'm thinking we come back down here, retest our current level of support that we've been making on the daily time frame, bringing us all the way down to about 28.64 before pumping up again. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because more often than not, when we got those green dots on Market Cipher A, we've come down a little bit and then pumped. Let me show you guys again here. We come down a little bit and then pump. This one was a little bit more, right? A little bit more. Came down a little bit and then pumped. So again, guys, just going off recent patterns, they don't have to play out that way. In fact, this one could ignore everything else and just kind of pump on. We did see some really crazy things with Atom just recently on Market Cipher A using just the symbols that they provide, right? And it was baffling, to be honest with you guys. So these, I showed you guys before, if you guys are new here, these blood diamonds right here, or these big red diamonds right here, we call them blood diamonds on Market Cipher. They usually indicate some severe like downwards price action, some strong price action to the downside. And you can see here on the daily, like you just go back and back test it, guys. Any single time that you get these blood diamonds right here, they lead into some really strong price movement to the downside. And they're never followed up, and or have not at least been followed up in the past with a green or upwards price momentum. Very, very, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm correct about that. Never in the past so far on this chart, excuse me, has that ever happened. Oh, no, once. Oop, I was wrong. Yeah, way back here when we first came out. Once before, guys. This is, did I lose it? I saw it. I saw it. Maybe I lost it. Maybe it was just crunched. No, I was right. I was right. This was just crunched in with everything else and I couldn't see it expanded. But as you can see here, blood diamond, right? Downwards momentum. Oh, I just messed up my trend line. Fired. Coming up over here. Blood diamond. Downwards momentum. Blood diamond. For real downwards momentum. Blood diamond. Downwards momentum, right? Blood diamond again. And then we had our first one. Downwards momentum. Boom. Our first one right here that just recently printed a few days ago, which literally was followed up first time ever. Baffling. Super baffling, guys. Blood diamond. Green dot. Or green candle. A little bit of selling pressure and then followed up by upwards price action. Never has ever happened before. So things are changing. Things are changing as far as the landscape goes for Atom's chart. Now, in order for that to confirm, it needs to happen a second time. Because we can't just, this could just be a fluke. This could be like a one and done, one-off kind of thing, right? But it's there and you can't ignore that. That's something that you guys need to keep in mind when you're looking at Atom's chart. This was the first time that ever happened. And then we just said, no, actually, we're just going to keep going. I'm not saying that's going to keep doing that, but it did do this. And that was very, very surprising. So again, guys, if we have some downwards momentum with the patterns off these green dots, because usually we get that set up, little price appreciation with every pump, there's a dump or retest. That retest might bring us down to 28. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we just go down to 29. But usually what we see is after the retest, we are on and up again. Just kind of want to throw that out there with Market Cipher A. You guys know, even though I ruined my trend line, guys, I'm fired. I ruined my trend line, Nick. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I got to fix it. I got to fix it. Here. No. Break it down. Right about there. See that touch? Look at that beautiful touch. Look at that beautiful touch. That's how you do a trend line, guys. And actually, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. This is probably going to have to get readjusted here shortly because, we're going up and to the right. Our average move down with the 200 SMA, still what I have because I haven't changed it, 36.55. The old was 39.17. That brings us down to right about $20. If this is just a big old fake out, a big bull trap, and we actually get, really bad news or whatever happens, we could come down here. If you're starting a DCA strategy for Atom, you guys want to stack more, that's where I'm looking to start really deploying capital right around here. I already have bought this level. So again, this is for people that, you know, absolutely want to buy the terror, absolutely want to buy the blood in the streets, that, you know, they get, you know, hungry when they start seeing that blood flow. But if you guys are starting to reacclimate more, you guys want, this is where I'm looking right about 20. Again, I'll start DCAing below that. You guys know I like to go in groups of 4 with my DCA strategy. So filler buy, backup buy, reinforcement buy, big major buy right below that. Every buy after my initial buys have to be reinforcing those original buys with more units. So again, guys, that's just how I do it. If you guys want to get into that, let me know. DGen with that $5. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. So did you want to say anything? Or are you just showing us some love? Because we appreciate that. 100%. Appreciate it. Shout out to DGen, guys. Shout out to everybody here. You guys are what makes everything worth it. You guys are what makes the whole Cosmos ecosystem and the crypto ecosystem go round. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever let anybody tell you guys ain't worth nothing, because you guys are worth everything here. Everything. Everything. You guys are the most important thing, hands down. Thank you very much, though. Guys, that's what we're looking at right now with Market Cipher A for Adam. Let's go on in real quickly and see how Market Cipher B is looking. Guys, RSIs, which are lagging indicator, still doing really, really well, actually. Not pinched together. I would love to see them pinched together. These are the RSIs right here, these two squiggly lines. They are the relative strength index for the charts, guys. Still kind of pointing up right now. We still have much more room to go as far as these momentum waves to the upside, or these mountain ranges. I like to say these waves that are kind of peaking up right here. Those are mountain ranges, or what I like to call mountain ranges. And then look, guys, most importantly, check this out. Check this out. Look right here. What are we seeing right here with the negative money flow? We're seeing curvature, and pretty soon we're going to see that transition back into the green on the daily time frame with the money flow, guys. That is a good thing, because whenever we see that cross take place, we usually start seeing some really good price appreciation, kind of like right here, guys. Crossed over, boom, into the positive money flow, and we saw a really big rally right before coming back down and repeating the cycle over and over again, guys. Even right here, which wasn't the best, but we did see a little spike right here when we did cross over, and then we came down again. You can see it with the RSIs. You can see it with this shoulder on this. Again, this is a classic. Look at that, guys. I can just look at the momentum waves of Market Cipher B and not even look at the charts. I don't even have to do it. This is a classic. Look at this. Shoulder, head, shoulder. You can see it all right down here with Market Cipher B. If you guys are interested in it, you guys don't have to. You guys might use other. What's the one to use again?
Lux Algo.
I don't know why I don't remember that. Lux Algo is another great one. Nick uses that all the time. Really, and you can find this on TradingView, but this is just a real polished up variation of everything combined. If you guys want to get that, check out the link down below. You don't have to, though. That's why you guys got me. But check out this head and shoulders right here, guys.
Could you explain the light blue color on the chart?
No.
Chad's asking. It's not me.
Well, I'm also colorblind, so you have to, like, you're talking about here.
Yeah, so the exterior wave.
So it's, hold on. I've been talking a lot. Gotta get my stuff. It's really just like, I don't pay too much attention to it, to be honest with you. But it's really more to do, like, trying to think of how to explain this, because I've never explained it before without trying to make it overly complicated. It's really just across the momentums. Really, like if I was to take, you know what we'll do? We're going to save that for, because I don't want to get, you guys know me. I'm going to get so like sidetracked here.
We'll leave it for the end.
Yeah, I'll leave it to the end, or we'll make a, because I know people have actually asked me to like make a video explaining how I use Market Cipher. Let's do that. I'll make a video like today or tomorrow and explain like specifically like what I look for in Market Cipher B and explain these waves and all that stuff. But I don't want to get too much sidetracked, because like I said, I want to try to stay on point today. But that's a great question. That's a super great question. Let's move on though. And we're walking. But yeah, Market Cipher B right now for Adam, guys. Going back to it, looks still pretty good. We might have a crossover into positive money flow here. RSI is pointing straight up. We still have room to run right here with the mountain ranges to the upside, guys. Really looking good. That was a really great question too. I'm not trying to avoid it, but I just don't want to get caught up. You guys know me, I ramble. But yeah, I'll address that later. Let's move on. Guys, let's talk about, even though I told Nick I didn't want to talk about this, let's talk about the fort, the castle, right? You guys want to talk
It just
about
went
the castle?
live, by the way.
They just went live?
No, their airdrop just went live. Just now.
Oh, see, I'm so old. Do you guys even know where that comes? Oh, let's go to the fort. Let's go to the fort. Hold on one second. Let me bring this up here. Did we just get our airdrop? Let's put this right here where it belongs. Drops, airdrops. Tell me I didn't claim all of this stuff, and I'll be laughing my butt off. Did I not even claim this stuff? Stop it. I didn't even claim this stuff yet, guys.
I mean, it just went live.
Oh, this is week 1? I thought it was week 2 already.
No, just went live.
Well, you guys just saw. I claimed it. Wait. Oh, they gave. Wait, I was getting that mixed up because they gave everybody 1 FOT beforehand, right? Like if you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I got that. I thought we were on week 2. That's why. Guys, claim your FOT. Real simple. You guys can go right here to the airdrop section. You guys saw me do it. You guys can just go right here. It's lickety split. Brr. Ben says brr. Money printer go brr. Claim it. What are you guys gonna do? What, like, honestly, what are you guys gonna do with your FOT? What are you doing with it, Nick?
I'm on the fence right now. I'm thinking about trying to get my initial investment back, but I'm also like, maybe I'll just keep it because of the conversation we had earlier.
It was a really good conversation. I think we should have it with them, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I think one of the biggest things that FOT is running into right now, or the castle, I'm just going to call it the castle because Fortius Economia is just way too tongue-tied. Like, I can't do it. So I'm just going to call it the castle, guys. But I think one of the biggest things that they're running into right now is doubt from the community because they're not able to very much verbalize themselves well in any kind of which way at all. We saw, unfortunately, and I'm not, again, castle team, I'm not trying to come down to you guys or give you guys a hard time. I'm just being real. And I'm in no way good at it either. You guys see I like to rant sometimes and I go in circles like a dog chasing my tail. But I think one of your biggest problems right now is not the actual platform, is not the tokenomics, is not the structure of which your mechanisms actually are executed, therefore within the platform. I really do think it's the inability that you guys have so far to actually verbalize and transfer your vision to and explain it to the people. I think that's been the biggest obstacle so far, and the reason why you have so many people not casting doubts but playing, you know. And I'm doing it too, to be honest with you. Like, I think the money printer go brrr, like, it's hard to conceptualize the whole process because, one, it's very, very technical as it is, and two, it's not coming from the team. So really, like, all we're getting right now is people's, like myself's, thoughts and opinions about how it should go and whatnot, instead of coming from your guys' lips yourself. So again, with that being said, though, I do, guys, help us out too, guys. I know we've actually talked, Nick has been talking to them directly. Help us, I don't want to say convince them, but help us get them on the channel, because we would like for them, just like all of you guys, to have the opportunity to express, you know, what they're trying to do and how they view the markets and how they view what their project is, and how it could possibly help us and the rest of the market. You know, so that's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to FUD them. We're not trying to bring any kind of doubt, or we're not trying to pump them up either. We just literally want to be the platform where we can have a open discussion, where valid concerns get shared and or answered. We don't want it to be like fluffed up or anything like that. We want to be real. So again, that's where we're coming from with that castle team. Again, I'm going to keep inviting you guys. I know you've talked to Nick, but I'm going to keep inviting you guys until you like change your mind and come talk to me like now. Anyways.
So some people are, so technically this was only supposed to be for Juno holders before December 15th.
Mm-hmm.
A couple people in the chat were saying that they were able to claim, but they were definitely not eligible.
Well, good on you guys. Like, they're just like, let's put it this way. For as complicated as I'm going to have a real discussion. This could actually segue into a bit more, so I apologize, Nick, but it has to, right? Like this is, it's really hot right now. There's two topics right now. There's many topics in the ecosystem of Cosmos that are really, really catching a lot of traction right now. And one of the biggest ones, obviously, is, you know, the Castle and Juno and amongst other things. So we got to talk about, because I think it's only fair to them and everybody else in the space to kind of have these open discussions about it. So again, I apologize if we kind of segue into it, guys, and for a bit longer than intended. But if you guys got it, you guys have to understand. Good on you. If they're not, you know, saying give it back or whatever, like there is kind of like the discussion about the Juno and stuff like that. When you are unbiased about it and you're actually, you know, being fair and thinking in a logical kind of fair mind instead of a personal, you know, situational kind of compartmentalized mindset, because that's how a lot of people are saying, right? Like, how does this affect me? Especially with the Juno conversation, like, oh, this isn't fair because it affects me personally. If you weren't in it and you were just having the discussion to have the discussion, like, to be fair, with any technology, with any drop, with any kind of release, there usually is and or has been mess ups, you know, mistakes, things that weren't supposed to happen that happen. Do we as a community, as people, I would say, I'd like to bring this argument up, as just not conservative people, but as constructive people, do we crucify and burn anybody and everybody that ever makes mistakes? No, we're only human. We make mistakes, right? So like, not to be religious or anything, you know, I wouldn't be casting stones, you know, when you live in a glass house. I try to change that because I don't want to be religious, but I wouldn't be casting stones when you yourself live in a glass house, right? So there's that mindset. So if you did get something for when you shouldn't have, you know, maybe I would message them back if you want to be an honest person. If you want to keep it, whatever it is. I don't know. It's up to the Castle team to decide, you know, how they're going to go about doing that. So that's what I would say about that. Now, if you got it, great, good for you. It's on you guys to make those decisions. Kind of like the same argument with the Juno thing, right? Like it was on the parties initially involved in that whole scenario that should have done the right thing or wrong thing, whatever it is. I don't want to say what they should have done, but you know, it's their conversation. Unfortunately, it got more to that, but we'll get into that after. But that's how I feel about getting airdrops when you think you shouldn't have, or know that you shouldn't have got airdrops. You know, one, maybe something messed up on their side as the team. Did they do it intentionally? Probably not. Like, honestly, probably not. Right. And then again, like, what are you doing as a person now about that? Are you going to capitalize on somebody else's mistakes? Or are you going to, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Kind of thing. So good on you guys. So I'm glad, like, regardless, if you find $1, you found $1, right? Now, going into that discussion about FOT and what I'm doing with it. Here is what I'm doing with my FOT from now on, my airdropped FOT. Okay, guys, you guys already know that I'm in it. I'm doing the experiment with Nick. We got in 5K. We're still in profits, guys. Even though the price came down, we are still in profits. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Refresh. Whoop, it's coming back down again. Look at that. Oh, it's coming back down. We are still in profits. So we're still good. We're still good. And even if we weren't, I'm still good. We did it for science. We did it for science, right? I am of the thinking, though, after doing a lot of reading on their white papers, like on the topic, that I'm going to keep all of my airdropped FOT. I'm not going to burn it. The reason why I want to say that is, and again, this is not financial advice, it's just me and what I'm going to do with it. It's because when you read the papers, and it's very hard to read the paper. I'm not gonna lie. You guys have to understand the mechanics that they're trying to explain within their white paper. Now, again, could be, I'm not playing this, like overplaying this or anything like that. I'm fully aware that this could be the most elaborate rug pull I've ever seen and orchestrated in my life, like ever. It could be. I don't know. Like, nobody knows, right? That's why we are investors. We're speculating on price appreciation and project development, right? After doing homework and research, and after reading a whole bunch of this stuff and taking that into, my risk management that I always have for myself with any investment, I am okay with everything because of what I've read. And I'm keeping my FOT because from what I understand, every sub flow in this white paper, let me go to if I can find it. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be kind of hard to explain, but I'm going to try my best because I think some of you guys need to kind of hear this, right? So let me go back to one. Actually, let me go back to one. This is their white paper right here, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to skip all of this stuff right here. So you guys got to understand what we're dealing with right now is just one aspect of what the castle is trying to do. They have many, many different things that they are trying to do or want to do. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I gotta change something. Boom. Why does it do that all the time? Nick, it changes. YouTube changes stuff all the time. Anyway, so what we're taking place right now is simply this burn module. We're taking part of this section right here of the charts. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me try to zoom in a little bit more for you guys. We're taking part of this one small section of what they're trying to do on their platform. They're burning to stake and this, right? We're not even taking place of their living liquidity pools just yet. We're literally just doing this section right here, this interaction of their module. We're taking FOT, burning it to bFOT, taking the bFOT evaluation, turning that into gFOT, and then the gFOT is what is allowing us to stake and gain interest or reward for our stake, right? That is literally, you guys got to think, that is literally the only thing that we're doing right here. They have a roadmap mapping out several different ways to interact on their platform. P2P insurance, their Legionnaire coins, which is a whole nother, all of these are whole nother discussions to have, very difficult ones to have, but they're not even out yet. They're DeFi strategy solutions. And then again, not to mention, they also have planned living liquidity pools. We are literally here. And what I've been seeing is a lot of people saying rug pull just based on their first implementation of their project. They have to start setting the cornerstones of what they're trying to build. And so far from what I'm seeing, obviously FOT being the main building block that they're going to be using, which again, I want to remind you guys, there's only ever going to be, according to their white paper, 200 million FOT. I could be wrong about that. Let me double reconfirm that. But there's only ever going to be a certain amount of FOT. Now, stay with me, okay? This is explaining to you guys where I'm going with it and why I'm going to keep a certain amount of my FOT going forward. So this is the big picture. If you guys can snapshot that for yourselves real quick. We're just partaking in this one arm of their platform so far, the only arm available right now on their platform so far, right? The burn, their FOT, and stake. Again, let's actually just take a look at that real quick. What does it look like right now? Nope. The APR just in 2 days have come from 5,000 when we're down below. We're at 37.32 right now. The DPR is still at 10.22. Still pretty freaking good if you don't like, if I don't mind saying myself. But to interact with just this side, you guys got to remember there's only so much FOT that's ever going to be, right? This is the total FOT supply right now. This is the amount of burned FOT. Again, the only way you get more FOT currently is by staking your gFOT. So follow along. This gets really, really tricky. So FOT, burn to bFOT. Take your bFOT, burn. This is the valuation. This is the valuation checkpoint, by the way, right? The FOT price is gained by bFOT because you can't find FOT right now anywhere else. You can find bFOT on Juno Swap. And right now, it is $1.89. Was it $1.89 right there? I think it was $1.89. Doop, doop, doop. $1.88. It's $1.88 right now, right? So FOT has a valuation of $1.88 per B. Oh, I just deleted something per bFOT. So it's a lot of math backwards and forwards, but they put it all out there for you guys. If you do the calculations, you can see what. Oh, I got 11. I got 11 FOT right now. I'm gonna take half of that and share with you guys what I'm doing in real time. bringing out the big brain hypothesis right now. Yeah, Brent, stop. I'm not gonna look. So okay, I'll confuse myself if I look away. So the valuation of FOT is determined by bFOT's valuation and what it's being traded for on the markets, right? Now, in order to go further and secure yourself more FOT and to utilize their APR, their staking returns and whatnot, and to, like I said, produce more FOT, you have to stake your gFOT. So you have to burn your bFOT into gFOT to partake in the next substack or mechanism in their platform, which again, incentivizes you because long term you want to have more FOT ideally, right? There's only ever going to be, it's a store of value and also the base layer building block in order for all of this substacks to work. You do want to hold more FOT long term. So in order to do that though, it incentivizes you to go through the system, to jump through that hoop. So, you know, with that being in mind, not thinking about everything that's in between my sandwich, thinking about the bread layer FOT and the end layer of the bread being, you know, the gFOT being burnt back into FOT. I'm trying to double back and try to explain this. This is probably why they have a hard time explaining this themselves. I'm not concerned personally with how much fluff and buff goes in right now in between my sandwich because it goes like this, right? But here's the trick. Here's the trick, and I'm not trying to talk you guys into this. You can see my brain's hurting just trying to think of how to explain this. If I want more FOT, I have to go through the system to ensure that I am rewarded more FOT and I can stack more FOT. The bFOT and gFOT will increase each time in difference. So right here, the task of FOT token is to reward the behavior of the participants in the ecosystem and to ensure the necessary input. I think that's how you say this. Impetus is the force. I don't know how to say that, but the definition of that is force. The operation of the subsystems is generated from the meaningful shift during the meta exchange. FOT is in short, they're saying FOT forced into bFOT, right? Within subsystems, users can earn FOT, like I was trying to say, which they can then convert to bFOT and utilize in other subsystems. So going back earlier to what I was talking about, sorry, I shouldn't have swore. Going back to the full big picture, like I was saying earlier, in order for you guys to utilize those things later, you have to partake in this. FOT is also used as the governance token in the general system. FOT holders can decide the next subsystem integration and propose changes to the general system. So again, guys, a lot of people are saying right now, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Literally, we're just going through this right now. We haven't even implemented the real values of this protocol just yet, or platform just yet, with these DeFi, Legionnaire coins, P2P insurance, and living liquidity pools just yet. You're literally just in that early adoption or early, figuring out the market floor price of what the standard will be for this mechanism. And it's funny to me that people are already doubting it. It's fine. But don't cut your nose off to spite your face, because so far from what I can see, this is working exactly the way that they intended it to work. Seriously, it's working exactly the way that they intended this to work. So let me go back here to explain my next point, because I'm going back and forth, and I apologize, guys. It's really hard. I have to do a dedicated pre-recorded video where I can edit this stuff and make a lot more sense of it. So the thing I want you guys to realize is the bFOT token, and this is something that a lot of people don't understand. When you burn FOT, like say Nick just burned FOT right before me and got X amount of FOT. I, right behind him and the person behind me, are going to get different numbers, an increased number of bFOT going down the line. And that is the incentivization that they are providing to people to partake in that process. You are going to get more than the last person before you that burnt. That is, I wish I could find it right now. It's either here or did I mark it here? I marked it somewhere, guys. I apologize. I have so much stuff all the time. The modules. It's somewhere in these papers, guys. I apologize. I'll find it and I'll show it to you guys when I can. But literally, each person after the last gets more bFOT. So you got to think of the long-term implications of what you're doing with your FOT, right? And your delayed gratification, again, not to sound like Richard Hart, situation in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, you could like burn it right now. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm saying I'm going to keep some of my FOT, because once the market figures it out, later down the road, my FOT's going to be worth a lot more, not just in value from, bFOT or whatnot, but in the grand scheme of staking and burning. I'm going to get more because I've delayed it. I've delayed, taking those short-term gains, which is not wrong. I'm doing it. I'm doing it until I get my initial investment back, and then I'm going to really, do a science experiment. But I didn't do it justice. I apologize, guys. I didn't do it justice at all. I don't want to spend too much more time on this either, because I could sit here all day and talk about this, and it's hurting my brain already. But seriously, Nick, make me make this video.
No problem.
And try to simplify this. And hopefully we can do it with the developers on hand. But yeah, if you guys followed along, there's only to wrap this all up, there's only ever going to be so much FOT ever. I'm sorry. I keep deleting things. I have so much tabs open. There's only ever going to be so much FOT ever. And you don't want to cut your nose off to spite your face. I'll just say it that way. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but yeah. Oh, and by the way, I do want to say they are vested. This is something that a lot of concerns have. Like, and again, this is easy to say it, right? But who knows, right? They are all private sell coins are vested for 1 year. So they were telling everybody that they all bought, early. They have 1 year apparently to do anything. So like that is one good thing. So maybe we got that, like a little bit of time, right? Who knows? It's one thing to say it and then to do it, two different things. But yeah, so we shouldn't be seeing, this should be in an ideal world, this should be literally true price reflection right here and not actual manipulation, other than people being early and taking the same risk as everybody else. So just putting the information out there, guys. This is the current chart though. If it comes back down to here, I'll wait. I'm still getting 3,000% APR on my $5,000. Eventually that'll catch up. Anyway, guys, let's move on from that because that's mind numbing. I'm sorry, Nick.
It's okay.
I apologize to all of you guys. It's mind numbing. Super mind numbing. 10,000 FOT for each team member. Yes. But apparently it's locked up, Brent, for 1 year. Apparently, because they were saying that they had to buy it themselves, right? It wasn't like just given. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next thing we're going to talk about, guys. What do I have next? I got so confused, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. What's the next thing we're talking about, Nick? Juno. You guys want to talk about Juno? Juno doing pretty well. Up $28, 40-ish cents. Let's see if the charts will work with me here. Am I lagging?
I don't see anything on my side.
Huh. I don't know. I think maybe I'm lagging a little bit. Hold on. I don't see anything on my side, but it's definitely... Guys, are we lagging a little bit? Internet problems or so? Don't stop talking about FOT, Charles. No, it'll hurt my brain, man. Okay, good, guys. We're going to move on. Juno is up, guys. Juno is up right now. In the past 24 hours, 14.38%, according to this chart right here, 28.83. Guys, look how we came. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, not saying I know it all either, but I told you guys, this is the biggest level of support right now, or actual realistic level of support. Could go down further, definitely. We'll see what happens with the developments, right? But I told you guys, I would wait to really buy at the low right here, previous support, showing up again as support on the charts. Again, we could go even lower. And I was telling Nick, if we do, like, I think honestly, what did we say, Nick? If everybody started undelegating at the fear of March 10th, what was it going to be like that? What is it, guys? Like the 7th?
April 6th and 7th.
6th and 7th would be the max pain moment for Juno. We're going to really see, that's the date, guys. The 6th and the 7th, all the real scaredy cats that, and they might not sell. They might just go, okay, never mind. I'm acceptable for this. Like, I'll just go right back. But all the people that got shook on March 10th, started unbonding. 6th and the 7th of April is going to be the time that we see what's really going to happen for Juno. We could, again, guys, be ready for that at all times. There's only three things that's going to happen. Either we pump and ignore everything else, we go sideways, or we dump. If we dump, guys, I really do think that those people that started undelegating and are saying, F it, I'm out just for whatever reason, whether it be moral or they just don't feel comfortable anymore or whatever, they just want to make sure that they're locking in profits, which I don't blame them. If we do, I'm calling it right now. Right here, which is between, realistically, it's saying $16.55 on the charts, but I'm saying like $15, $15.50 would probably be more conservative and better to do. $15.50 to, again, right down here to about $10, and especially the absolute bottom between $7 and $8 is going to see massive buying support, guys. If you get that opportunity, which you can't set limit orders for Juno, if you guys are awake on the 6th and the 7th and it comes down to there, good on you. You do you. But if you are really convinced and you guys are, here for the long haul for Juno and you don't take a crack at that, at least, I would be on the personal opinion of thinking that you're insane, especially if you're saying that you're bullish for Juno. If you get those lows again and you don't take a swing no matter what the narrative is, I don't think you were actually bullish for Juno. Like, I just don't. But if you are bullish, again, this is for the people that are saying, I'm here for the long haul. I'm here for the protocol, for the possibility of upside. I personally will become the next whale or another whale. I don't know. What makes you guys, what's a whale number? I have 50,000 in my mind to think it like, oh yeah, you're a whale. But like, if it comes here, I promise you, we'll have well channel reviews here, because I'm already, close. But we'll make it official. Which yeah, there's gonna be humongous. I'm telling you right now, humongous buying support right here, regardless of the outcome. Burn, sell-offs from people undelegating all this stuff. I'm telling you guys right now, if this just comes back down and we don't pump, like a lot of people are saying, that's whew. And if you guys don't buy it, I'm buying it. Don't buy it, actually, so I can buy it. Straight local. It's going to be a great shark. You think 50K is a great shark? Moving on, guys. Moving on, though. I think also, like, actually, before we move on from Juno, I'm speculating again. Who knows? Getting kind of like, hopefully we just do something. I'm hoping we hear some news from the team this week. Like, it would be ideal, right? Correct me, guys. What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see Prop 18's tanks? Let's get rid of tank. No, you ain't outfind me. You might. Who knows, though, right? Are you guys ready for us to like just let's get the ball rolling? Let us know. Let Nick know in chat, guys. This week, guys, come on. We're asking you, Core One. We're asking from everybody. Let's just get this going. Let's get a direction started. Let's do this. We're done waiting. I get it, to implement things, to code things, to ensure that mechanisms actually work. If we do burn, if we do whatever it is, you got to make sure that it works, right? You don't want to release something ugly and it like hurt the network. I get it. I can be patient for that. I can get that. But like, if it's just because personal indifferences or personal opinions, Can we just drop that and get this thing going? You know, whether it be like throwing out a proposal or whatever it is to get the ball rolling. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, guys. Yeah. Moving on though. Let's move on. And we're walking. NETA, speaking of Juno, guys, I got a shout outs to NETA. NETA also doing really well, right, Nick? Recently did horrible because, you know, we're dealing with stuff. Did horrible recently, guys. Up $722 at the current moment. It's up 26.84%. 26 over the past 24 hours, 26.84%, guys. Ooh, I bought me some NETA yesterday too, guys. We're going to talk about that. Damn, my LP for bFOT just got rolled and smoked. Not laughing. Just patience. I didn't even, you know what, guys? I didn't even do anything. Did I close? Close it out. I didn't even do anything with my, my FOT. Oh, wait, whatever.
Well, you might as well hold it now.
Yeah, I'm just holding it now. It's whatever. But guys, NETA doing really, really well. Glad I actually scooped up a little bit of it in the 10K challenge, which we'll cover in just a little bit. Don't forget, NETA Troopers on PASG is going to be getting released here at the end of the month, guys. You guys can check out the PASG marketplace. This is kind of an old tweet right here on the 25th, but at the end of the month, it's dropping. What is it on the... What was it? The 31st? I think it's the 31st, guys. I'm scooping me up one of these. Are you, Nick?
Oh yeah, couple.
How many do you think you're gonna get?
3, probably.
Probably 3. Are you guys interested? You guys think this is whack? No. DJ saying 1 Juno 18 bFOT whack. It was just like recently 50. Is anybody getting themselves some NETA Troopers? I am, just because I like this art. I can get down with this art. And then also, like, I like NETA. So, and then also don't sleep on NETA either, guys. The NETA DAO has some things working. If you guys want to keep up to date, check out this guy right here. He is a super big Juno and NETA bull. Is very, very active on social media. But check him out, guys. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Maybe he'll be the first one. I try to be one of the first ones to put out content and stuff like that. But if you specifically want to know what's going on in NETA, he's like one of the first ones always to let people know what's happening. So shout outs to you, brother. Heisenberg. Is that the guy from the recent, what was that? Resident Evil? Heisenberg? I don't think it is, but maybe. Moving on though.
Bad.
Is it Breaking Bad? I know that's the picture, but like, wasn't Heisenberg like one of the bad guys in the most recent Resident Evil, whatever it is. Moving on though, and guys, don't forget PASG as well. Guys, check out PASG, pretty cool. And in it for the art, I am Bo. What's the point of the NETA NFTs? I think it has more to do with the speculation of the DAO being worked on, which has been very slow, admittedly. But yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, you know, everybody earlier was talking about Ion, even though you can't really compare it anymore. Which again, kind of like speculating, right? It's all just right now, all NETA is a store of value. So, you know, if you, again, just want to like look at it as that, like, oh yeah, I'm getting a cool representation that's dedicated to a store of value. You can look at it that. But I like, yeah, for me, it's just the artwork. Like I like the artwork kind of thing. And then the benefits that I might get for the NETA DAO. Could be wrong. Again, it's not up for me to tell you guys, you know, where the money's at and stuff like that. It's just me showing you guys what's out there. You guys got to do your own homework and make your own investments per your own, you know, decisions and stuff like that. Moving on though. Moving on. ESUNA is a card game. Being built on Tendermint. I guess it's now Ignite. They got to change that, right? But actually this could go 50-50 in my opinion. I don't know who's excited about this. Card games are kind of like, they're super, I said this last time, they're super, I don't say they're bullish because they have potential, because that's not the definition of bullish. But card games already, you know, physically and digitally and, you know, being implemented in games and stuff like that already have a humongous market. And if this is executed right, if it's a cool game, which it kind of looks really cool. Like, to be honest with you, if you guys clicked on some of these things, like, check this out. Like how I can only imagine, like, is this like, what's that other card game? Not the one from Blizzard, but, Heroes of Might and Magic, or what's the other one that they have out there that's on Steam? Whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to talk about. Like, if they do this correctly, like, I could see it catching on. I really could see it catching on if they have use case behind just the card game and, stuff like that. Like, I can see people and all over the world, like, doing this just like Axie Infinity and stuff like that. And, like, if you can make a living doing this, I could see it actually happening. But this is really cool. There's going to be an airdrop. If you guys don't know, right here, this is another thing about NETA, right? Like, right, if you guys had NETA at the time, like, you guys are getting yourself some airdrop and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into all of that. You guys can go here to the article that they put out explaining the tokenomics and the distribution and their airdrops here. It's all out there. You guys can just find it easily from their Twitter page. Guys, if you guys want to know anything about a project, make sure you're finding it through the links on their Twitter page. Be mindful, there are scammers though. Try to find the ones that I'm sharing with you guys, because I've already clicked it. I don't have cooties as far as I know, and you guys should be fine. Again, everybody needs to touch things at their own risk. You might end up having cooties. It might be good cooties though. I'm not sure. But it does look smooth. It does look pretty. It looks potential. It looks like it has potential is the word I want to say. But yeah. Let me see here. Moving on. Last thing I want to talk to you guys about is Quicksilver Protocol. Now, again, I'm kind of, as you guys can see, DeFi Times covered them before, and their developer or one of their, lead teams, we're talking about an infinite airdrop, situation from their protocol. This is what their website looks like right now, but it's basically nothing right now. It's just kind of like a holding page because they're not fully launched just yet. But if you guys go to their article, they literally try to talk to you guys about like how their external airdrops and the airdrops are going to be kind of like in infinite, in the meaning of everything that they onboard on their platform. They're going to make sure that the people using get airdrops from those new implementations or new protocols being implemented on their platform. So that's what they were talking about here, and that's where that's coming from, guys. So that's kind of cool in a different kind of way for their platform. Again, it's a liquid staking like platform and stuff like that. It's nothing new. They're not inventing something new, but they are trying to reinvent the wheel a little bit, not in a bad way. So I'm watching out for this one, but definitely, guys, keep an eye out for Quicksilver. I know a lot of people are actually really, really bullish for the Quicksilver protocol. So again, guys, I kind of just want to put that out there for you guys and put it on your radar before opening up things to the AMA. So it's even the inflation schedule. If you read their white paper, it's really interesting. It's super interesting. So again, guys, yeah, check it out. If you guys want to know anymore, let us know. Like, we can make dedicated videos of this stuff. I want to get back to making dedicated videos because I know I ramble a lot and it's kind of hard to listen to me sometimes. I apologize. I promise I'm trying to get better. Anyway, let's move on to the AMA. I don't have anything else on my radar right now that I want to talk to you guys about. Let's move on to the AMA. If anybody has anything they want to say or discuss, or if they want to go over TA on certain things, let me know.
Can you go over some Luna? Luna's looking really good.
$95, and I also guess. Oh, wait. We do have other things after this. We need to share with everybody the DGen profile. But Luna is in that 10K profile that we just really actually released yesterday for everybody. Again, like I said many, many times before, we're on the daily time frame, guys. Trend line to the upside. I think, just like I've said, that all we're going to do is kind of between these SMAs and this trend line, all we're going to be doing is kind of just doing this kind of thing, threading this trend line to the upside. That's why I've left it up indefinitely on my chart, because I really do think, it's just going to be they're doing so much crazy things over there in that ecosystem. All the lunatics that are here, do me a favor, smash the likes, let everybody know that you're a lunatic, because you guys are lunatics, because absolutely crazy with what's happening over there. So bullish, so crazily cool. I just don't see, I know a lot of people like to FUD. People like to FUD everything, just negative, I want to like pathetic people, like really like, isn't it sad how many people out there like, they just want to be relevant because for whatever reason, like, they just want to be bearish and like ruin everybody's day and pop everybody's balloon and like, slap everybody's ice cream out their hand all the time. But like, honestly, I know you guys are out there. I just can't help but think like every move that Luna and the team there at Terra is doing has just been absolutely well thought out and fantastic. They've proven themselves time and time again. I mean, look at the UST peg just in itself. Like, where's my UST peg? UST right here. Like, let me zoom out for you guys. This looks crazy, right? But honestly, oh, look, I wrote on everything over here. Let me zoom out. What you want to look for is stability, and you want to watch out for things like this, right? They say for an algorithm stablecoin, like, so as long as it doesn't lose its peg 4 or 5, like go down to 0.95 or 0.96 or whatever, that it's stable. And it is. It's shown for a long time now, over 2 years, that it's held the peg throughout all the volatility, and more likely than not, it's shown strength to the upside more than the downside. So like, I got to go by the charts. I got to go by the moves that they're making. They've also just recently bought and are committing themselves to buying a whole lot of Bitcoin. Oops, excuse me. Hit my nose there. I got a big old nose. Hit my nose right on the thing. But like, yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. I think Luna's a long-term, like, I really could see it. I like eventually seeing it up into the $500 range. I could easily see it eventually getting to that 1,000, even above, guys, with time. I'm not saying like it's going to go whoop right up, like, but like, let's be honest, from here, this is a short time frame, right? From November 2020 to the tippy top right there. That's 8,535. It can happen from there. Let's do another 8,000. Let's do another 8,000. Even if we don't, even if we fall, look at this, 7,424. I'm not even there yet. We're talking about a $7,000 Luna. Like, it literally can happen. I don't think, I mean, obviously as the number go up and up and to the right, it gets harder and harder to get by that. But let's just say we fall just not even a third of that, you know, boom, we're at $1,500 Luna going up, you know, not even close to what we've done in the past. So I don't know, guys, that I just long term, I'm not selling any more Luna. Nope. I've committed myself that from now on, whenever it comes down to the 200 SMA or below it, which you guys know I like to use the 200 SMA strategy, that I'm going to buy me a certain amount of Luna. I'm not going to overextend or anything like that, but I'm going to buy me those opportunities. Anytime I get like the 30% moves down, especially the 30% move below the 200 SMA, I'm buying it. I mean, just look at the 50 SMA right here. This red line, every single freaking time. If you guys want to flip it for profits, every single time it touched it, what'd it do? Besides right here, like, what'd it do? Vast majority of the time, just pulled away from it. So it's all about odds. It's all about, like, you're not right every single time, and inevitably you will be wrong every once in a while. But it's about being right more than wrong, and being in profits more than loss. So I'm so bullish. What do you guys think about Luna? Waiting for the polar winter to rebuy. When is that though, DGen?
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to ask yourself, right? Because again, the truth is nobody knows the bottom, nobody knows the top. Nobody knows where the bear market is. Usually by the time you figure out you're in a bear market, you've already gone through the bear market. Like that's literally what happened the last couple of bear markets. By the time people figured out that they were in a bear market, it was too late. Like the buys, those opportunities were there. To the moon. I heard somebody say a $10,000 Luna, like in 5 years, is super doable.
I think it's actually pretty easy to get it that high.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Well, I mean, what they did with Bitcoin, yeah. And there's also organizations and entities, like, if you guys don't follow the White Whale on Twitter, like, they protect the peg. They have a whole separate thing where their whole thing is to protect the peg. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I really do think UST, unless something crazy happens, is going to be the stable of crypto. Like, there's the regulated stables like USDC and all that stuff, but like the DeFi stable, I'm banking on. I think it's USD, guys. Do we have anything else you guys want to talk about? Come on, guys. There got to be stuff you guys want to talk about. What else you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk about the 10K portfolio, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's go. Let's get in there.
Thank you. So the other day, or for a while now, I've been telling you guys that we're going to be doing this for science. It's for science. We did it. This is our 10K portfolio, which I just took $10,000 out of my own wallet yesterday. I was working on this, throughout yesterday afternoon. That's why I wasn't responding a lot on Discord. And I moved it on over to our personal wallet that I made, excuse me, just yesterday. And we're going to see, because I wanted to separate everything, right? I don't want to delete everything. We're going to see how this ends up for us in 3 months. Again, we could do this for the long haul. It's whatever. I want some of these no matter what, right? So like whatever happens. I'm good with it either way. But as you guys can see here, no. Let me pull this up and make it bigger so you guys can read with me. Right now, we're up. We're up right now from the moments that we bought it. We're up 1,900. I'm sorry, 1,000. We're up $192. I wish I was up 1,000. And it's looking good. This isn't even 24 hours. There's a couple of them that could be doing better. But, what we did was we just staked it if it was stakeable. And what we're going to do is just recompound every single day like we normally do with our regular bags as much as we possibly can. And we're going to be claiming airdrops for each individual one that allows us to be claiming airdrops for staking. And we're going to see which one of these 10 protocols was the most performing or best performing protocol in our bag. So it's I think it's going to be fun, guys. Yeah, I think it would be fun. I think it'll be fun, guys. I actually bought it in the middle of the pump too. Like, to be honest with you, you know how like Cryptocito, and I actually messaged him on my tweet. I included him in it. He's so funny. He was like, just don't outperform me. I was like, I'm not doing anything with it, man. Like, all I'm going to do is compound and then, and then take also, I'm making airdrops eligible, like, cause it's money. It's liquidity. If it comes to us for being rewarded for staking, you got to count it. But yeah, we're not doing any degen plays, nothing of that. We just want to see for the average Joe that has $1,000, if you were to buy it, stake it, compound, like I always tell you guys, long-term, compound, ignore the noise, how each one does. That's why we're doing it. I want to show everybody how each one of these do long-term. And I think it'll be fun. And then also, Nick and I just put this out there because we want to give back to you guys all the time, right? I promise you guys this right now. If you guys follow along with me, and we'll probably, what we'll do? We'll probably make, unless it's like super big news, we'll make the vast majority of the streams going forward for the next 3 months, kind of watching these protocols in here and, cover a couple others, like I said, if something happens and stuff like that. But I think it'll be really fun to go over what's happening with this profile. And then at the end of 3 months, if we are still at least $10,000, hopefully, or in profits, we're going to take $1,000 and give it back to you guys. We're going to pick one lucky person and give away $1,000 to. How does that sound? It doesn't even have to be. We could be up $1. We could be up $1 from this $10,000 portfolio, and we will give it away. We'll give $1,000 away to you guys. Does that sound fair? That sounds fair to me. I feel like.
I think that's pretty fair.
I think that's fair. Let me pull it up right now, and let's see what's going on with it right now, guys. So Kepler. Let me switch profiles. Boom. Fully transparent, right? This is for you guys. This is for science. Ooh. Excuse me. This is saying I'm down. Oh, you know what it is? I bet. One thing I'm going to have to adjust this. You know what I think? I think because it pulls data from I bought this all on Osmosis. So I bet it pulled data from the other ones, which I can go back and see which each one of them was. But this is funny how this one is saying that I'm up right now. And then this Kepler wallet, total balance. Oh, it could be fees too. Was it fees? It could have been fees for transferring. Whatever. But right now we can claim $5.92 worth of rewards. You can see it all right here. Some of them are down just a little bit. I don't see how it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did you know you can claim and restake everything with one click?
Right here?
Yeah, when you click on claim, there should be like a restake button.
Stop it. Stop
I'm serious.
There. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait. Probably shouldn't do that like all back to back to back to back to back to back, right? How is there instant when there's zero balance to do it? Hold on. I probably shouldn't do this like back to back to back. Reject. Why is that? If there's a zero balance right there. Weird. I'm going to have to do that though later. That makes it so much easier. I didn't know that. I've never done that. I've always done it manually. Always manually. But as you guys can see here, oh, that's why. That's why. Some of these, obviously like NETA, you can't stake it and stuff like that. What else did I have on here? What else did I have on here that I was not able to? One of them? Something? There was something? Anyway, got to figure it out. Anyway, we're going to watch this portfolio. Either way, let me know, guys. Do you guys like $1,000 giveaway? You need for fees. That's so clean. Same. Yo, what site is that?
You're doing that on CoinGecko, right? Or
Yeah,
is that another website?
I did it on CoinGecko. I did it on CoinGecko right here. And you guys got to remember, so like when you pull it and stuff like that, I didn't think of this because I was trying to do it, like I said, in a hurry. I was actually supposed to be watching Indiana Jones with my kids. But I think what happened was when you go here and like say you add, I don't want to do it on this one. Actually, let me see if I have a different portfolio. I think I do. The degen study. So like if you go here to add new coin, right? And you go to like NETA. Oh, wait, there's only going to be one thing right there. Let's go to Atom right here. And like you add it to your portfolio. You go here and like you see how like pulls up the automatic price for it. Well, it's not the same price on every market, right? Like it's not right now it's saying $30.58. Like if I go to Osmosis right now, Cosmo is 31.5. Wait, 30.78. You see how there's a difference right there? I think that's what's kind of throwing off the portfolio a little bit, but I'm not going to nitpick. I'm not going to nitpick the small changes and stuff like that. It's fine, you know, up or down, whatever. And to be honest with you, even if we're down, we might actually still just give something away. Who knows? But I think it's going to be. I think that's what I overlooked. I kind of just clicked it and didn't think of that and just put in the quantity based on what I bought on Osmosis. But yeah, I think that's probably what happened there. So that might be off a little bit, guys. As far as the portfolio goes, obviously, if I go here to the Kepler, you can see that it's saying that it's off a little bit. But again, this is not, since I can't stake my NETA, this is not the actual number that we want to go by. This is probably on CoinGecko, even though it's off just by a couple of cents. This is actually probably, what? Yeah, this is probably more realistically in line to where the profit is because, you know, like I have something like NETA right here that I can't stake it, so it's not going to show that up on Kepler. So yeah, see like that. That probably is what it is right there, Nick. What, there's something else that I don't think I'm staking on there. Is it persistence? Yeah, persistence also is not being staked on there. I think. Oh, you know what it was? For whatever reason, yesterday I could not get this freaking thing to sticky stake, or I couldn't get it to transfer off my personal wallet from Osmosis. It's just sitting there spinning and spinning and spinning. Oh, right here, look, it says it's. Why is that not showing up in the dashboard thing? That's weird. Whatever. I'm just gonna go by this. It is what it is. It's there. So yeah, $10,000 spent yesterday, guys. We're going to track this 1K into each one of them. Granted, the fees kind of ate me up just a little bit when I first initially did that. I could have kept it in my own bag and like just tracked it on here, but I kind of wanted to separate it because I want to take into account any airdrops that we might be getting available to this portfolio and use that as well. Because, you know, some people kind of like, they sit there and they go, which one should I spend $1,000 on? I don't have like, you know, a bunch of money, but which one's going to be, you know, opening me up to airdrops and other opportunities. So I kind of want to separate things. So I took the L on the fees and then moved it all to a separate wallet and then started staking there, guys. And we're going to track it. Hopefully we're in profit so I can give away should I do another $100 to 10 people, or should I do $1,000 to one person? Actually, we should put that up for Discord or on Twitter, Nick.
Well, I'll put it on Twitter. You put it on YouTube, and we'll get the community's consensus.
Yeah. What is that? What do you guys think? 10 people, $1,000, or 2 people, $500, or split it up to $250, or what do you guys think? One person gets the whole shebang, $1,000. We just want to give it back to you guys, though. I think this will be fun. I think this will be super, super fun, guys. Pretty good, though. Doing pretty good. Secret up right now. NETA up right now. What's the one thing that's down in my portfolio right now? Stars? Stars. Come on, Stars. Do me a favor. Reverse it. Why are you guys selling Stars so much? What's going on with Stars, guys? What's going on there? 2 people, 500. What do y'all think is going on with Stars? Stars not doing too bad though recently, right? It's not up 1%. It's just up. It's kind of. I guess it is feeling some hurt. What do you guys think is going on with Stars? 4 people, 250 each. 3 threes. I get to keep $1. The project's selling after mints. Yeah. Is my stuff like, I just see circling. I don't see anything dropping frames. It's really weird. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully, computer's just really weird lately. We are in the mix as far as making some changes for the channel, though. I guess I should, let's drop them a little bit of a update for the channel while we're talking about it, right? Voting scams, I mean. Are you talking about the NFT voting thing? I honestly have not. Have you kept up with that, Nick? I have not. We covered it. We covered it, right? Like briefly saying that NFTs were supposed to be used for governance and stuff like that. Was that like just a bad thing, guys? Stars had a lot of coins on the market. Yeah. I mean, realistically, it's still really, really like, if this stupid chart ever works for me again, it's really, really, daily. It's really still, it's a baby still. It just released this year, basically, or early last year. And it's not even at the low. It can go down, like it really can, right? Before finding a floor. It really hasn't even found the floor. That's the thing. It really didn't even find, like if you look at the daily price, guys, I'll be totally honest, it doesn't even look like it's found its actual, like maybe you can consider this like something, but that is where we're at right now, previous support and or resistance. Like maybe this holds up as the flourish price, but like realistically, when you look at this chart, it really didn't have time to find a floor. Like if you guys want to know what a floor looks like on a price, like where the market literally is saying like, okay, like this is literally what we are deeming the floor for a price. Like it's so easy. Just go to NETA, or not, sorry, NETA, Ion, and you can find like that's the market showing you floor pricing. Like that long, steady flow to the right there where people are like, nah, this is it. That's the floor. This was great. This was crazy. Nick loved that. But yeah, like realistic when you look at stars, like I'm kind of not surprised when I look at it that way. But yeah, maybe some major on omniflix. I like omniflix too. Yeah, that is. Well, you want to see a lot of red candles in succession? I'll show you a lot of red candles. That's a lot of red candles. But guys, I'm so happy. I told you guys, look, check it out. I don't cover this enough. 200 SMA strategy, same strategy I've been sharing with you guys. Check this out. Right? Look at that. Wick down, boom, boom, pulling away. I don't know if it holds up, but I bought this. I bought a little bit of this too. Super happy so far. Super happy so far. What else we got, Nick? I know we're kind of getting close to that 11 o'clock. What else you got, guys? I have faith in Akash too. I really do. I have faith in Akash. super faith. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Guys.
I don't see any questions.
If you guys bought this, you're up 17.63%. Whew. Man. Oh, man. If you bought down here, like we were talking about on Akash, let's not even count that wick. This is where I'm up. I'm up almost 30%, 29.19. Ooh. So nice. If you bought this and went through all of this hurt, like you're up major. I should have bought it. You know what? I put this line here and I didn't buy it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that because I was like, I think I was like locked up or somewhere else or whatever it was. But from the bottom, right where I marked, 40%, almost 41%. Guys, there is some sell pressure though. That is like, I wish I had the chart. I shared it in my Discord. The early investors and the lockup periods are what is it called? The time frame where that they can actually sell. What is it called? I can't think of it. It runs all the way until 2023. That's kind of why I've been waiting. That's why Akash has seen so much selling pressure, is because its earlier allocations have been just dumping into it ever so slowly. But it does pretty much flatten out in 2023. And I posted that in our Discord. I'll share it somewhere later. Blue. Vesting. Yeah, the vesting lockup. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Thank you, guys. Sometimes it takes me forever to think. Actually, I'm lying. It's every day. Did you guys buy, before we, I don't want to wrap it up before talking about a little bit more about Juno. Did you guys buy a little bit more Juno? Did you guys buy this dip, or are you guys also waiting for like the 6th and 7th to happen? Elliot selling hard. Yeah. Nope. Look at that. I'm making stuff on my 119 for our portfolio. I didn't buy any Akash. I should have bought some Akash. I did buy some Rowan. Oh, come on. The bad thing is, am I going to be able to actually freaking grab this stuff? I don't even have gas fees enough. I don't even have enough gas fees for this. I didn't think about that. I'm going to have to send me a little bit of gas fees, guys. That's so dumb, Tank. You're so dumb. You forgot to send yourself some gas fees, you big dummy. Stop making fun of me. Maybe I have. Do I have a little gas fees anywhere? Did I do 100 for everything? They trick you. That's how they get you. Yeah, I did 100 for everything, guys. That's how they trick you. I did that in a hurry, and they didn't even leave me some gas fees. All right, I'll just send me a little bit of gas fees. A little something here, there. They got me. They got me on every one of them. Those dirty rats. Every single one of them. That's what you get for not thinking. Make sure to leave yourself some gas fees, guys. I didn't do that. Oh, well. Told you. Yeah. Time to throw in the towel. Yeah, we're coming close to that 11 o'clock, guys. Yeah, I already did the 10K investment. As you guys can see, it's okay. I'll transfer over, and it won't be much, guys. It literally will be like maybe, I don't know, $5 or whatever. So it won't like, it's not going to tip the bucket or anything like that. You can claim my, we could do that. Actually, let's do that real fast before we actually end the stream. But we did cover the 10K investment. We are actually up $283 from yesterday. Not all of them are up right now. Of course, Stargaze still kind of bleeding out just a little bit. It would definitely help us out a little bit if it did turn around. But Stargaze and Persistence XPRT still kind of bleeding a little bit. But the vast majority of them are up right now. Again, we're going to see how that goes, and we'll be talking about that more frequently each and every day on the streams. Full transparency, guys. Full transparency. Let's go on over real quickly. To Fortius Academia. Bam. So, like I said, guys, we actually got our. Oh, nope. Hold on. I don't want to dox myself either. Hold on, guys. Change it. I'm going to change it over here where you guys can't see it. I got many wallets. One for me, one for you, one for me and you, one for the study, one for everything. It changes all the time. Bam. We got 11.1 FOT. Actually, what is FOT? Like, what is it at right now, though? I don't want to do it right now when things are low. What is it at right now, guys?
Or you're putting FOT?
Yeah, like, well, I don't need to, but we're gonna take a look. What is bFOT at right now? Is it still dipping? Is it dipping hard?
Oh, it dipped pretty bad.
It came back up just a little bit. Dipped pretty good. 150, 154. It's up now to 213. You can check it on Juno Swap as well. Let's do that to get the actual price. It says 198. Let me refresh that though and double check again. Gotta go here. USD, bFOT. I keep doing this in reverse because I'm dyslexic. Swap it. Still at 198 right now. Hopefully it can get back. If it can get back up to $2, you know, happy days. Happy days, guys. It's all good. It's still, like, honestly, guys, it's still all good. When you look at the charts, guys, come on now. We're still all good. You know, boom, boom. We've seen this happen before, and then it kind of goes off. You guys got to understand the way that this mechanism works. Not giving it, not, you know, pumping it or stuff like that. But from what I understand, that's kind of the way it goes, to be honest with you. It's inevitable. You know, it incentivizes people to take and give. And the more that you take and give, the more that you get rewarded. Like, so as you guys can see here, the FOT supply and then the burn FOT, when you burn, again, something that I was talking about earlier, guys, when you burn your FOT, say you're in line after me, I'm going to burn my FOT right now. And let's just say I burn 1, right? I'm going to get 10 bFOT. Well, I like the way that I understand it is the people after me are going to get more FOT, or I'm sorry, bFOT later down the road. From what I understood, right now, it might just be an even 10. But from what I understand, I got to find that. I wish I could find that because I don't want you guys to say, oh, I'm just saying that. But it was like in one of their articles or something. I read it somewhere. I'm not just pulling it out of my rear end. I promise you guys. Burn the stake. Maybe it's here, right here. Maybe it was here. It was here. The subsystem allows users to earn FOT in exchange for renting their staked currency. Again, guys, this is the stake. When they're talking about that, that's a whole nother substack that we're not even exposed to yet. Currency rewards, right? Or by staking bFOT, like the ones we get. This is like, you know, we used to stake our bFOT to benefit from the pool rewarded rights. In this way, each chain in the Cosmos ecosystem is provided with an extra incentivization and helps to prevent the security of the chains from decreasing due to low reward rates. Furthermore, it allows people to gain incentives for promoting security in the cosmic ecosystem. Coins stacked to the subsystems have a vesting period of blah, 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 blah. No, I don't think this is the one that explains it. I'm sorry. I just wasted your time there. Burn module is this relationship between the general system and subsystem. It's an intermediary module that allows participants to burn their FOT tokens in exchange for bFOT to use the subsystems. This raises the FOT meta value that serves as fuel for the overall ecosystem. After the upgrade, proof of burn validators will take over the burn. It's somewhere down here. I promise. I'm trying to read fast, guys. Stick with me. It's here. I promise you guys. It's here somewhere. If not, I'll find it. I will find it. Maybe not. Maybe it was in the understanding the burn or something like that. Yeah, it probably wasn't understanding that burn thing or whatever it was. It's there. I promise you guys though. From what I understood, that's what I took from it. Could be wrong though. Could have been crossing my wires. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Do I wait? You know what? Do half. Might as well just do half, right? Why not? Do half of them right now. Keep the rest. Burn. And this could be the selling pressure that we're seeing, right? This could be the selling pressure that we're seeing. So there. But nah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm not gonna sell it right now, because I can sell. What is this? I can sell my 50 right now for $100. No, $94. Or I could just put it in and compound. What do you guys think? You think it's just people just taking profits on their people dumping their drop?
Yeah, I'm in their Discord right now. Apparently, only 18% have been claimed so far, and that's just the dump that's been going on. So
just wait, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait, guys. I'm not gonna do anything right now. I'm not gonna stake it or anything like that. I'm gonna wait and then stake. Having used FOT, right? Compound. Think compound? Yeah, wait or compound now? What? Compound. Chad saying compound. Just dumping the free $200 or whatever. Nah. I'll do it now. That's what I'm gonna take every one of those. I'm gonna take 50% of it and just compound it, guys. It's free, right? Whatever. Max. Stake. Boom. That's what I thought. I thought, Bren, that they said something like they're going to claw it back too. Yeah, compounding, like that's the idea. While you can, compounding helps you make more, right? If you delay gratification, you compound your initial bag. Again, my staked gFOT, if I keep this and keep reinforcing it, like, so long as this is absorbing the downwards momentum price action, which still technically for me and Nick, we're just underneath it right now with price action. So we're still technically in profits, which is okay, whatever. But even if we actually come back down to where our recent lows were and the percent outweighs the sideways price action or the current price action, that, you're still coming out way and above. That's the whole premise of it. And then also, even if price action goes below, in certain situations like Juno, like I've been saying a lot of times, if your time horizon is long enough and the inflation schedule is beneficial in a way to where it's outweighing the downwards price action risk, it's more beneficial to compound and delay gratification so that your initial or compounding staking bag is still strong enough to weather that selling pressure or downwards temporary price action to the to the downside. And again, but we were still over 100% for Juno right now. Obviously, for the castle, we're at 36.72 with a pretty good DPR. I mean, yeah. When you're like, I think it's funny when people compare like, oh, we were just at 5,000. Like, again, we're kind of spoiled, right? Like, if this was 1,000% APR and the first thing that you ever looked at and it was the first thing they ever showed you, you'd be like, yeah, let's do this all day long. If it was 1,000% on Nomic, if it was 1,000% on Juno, like, people would be all over it. But people get so jaded because of what they were given versus how quickly it's moving that they forget that what's in front of them, at that time. Like, it's still really, really, with anything though, it has a lot of risk, but really, really promising going forward. 1,000%, 2,000, 3,000, or 3,671% is still a very lucrative thing to chase. And if I'm weighing my risk versus reward, I just gotta, at a glance, I'll close it out with this. I just gotta think that, per their white paper, per their structure, per their Substacks, per we're only using one arm of this whole platform that's even available to us at the current moment, which is this burn mechanism and this stake mechanism here. We're only really using one arm of their DeFi, which eventually will come their Legionnaire coins, their P2P insurance, their living liquidity pools. This is the stepping stone, the building block, the cornerstone to the foundation that they're trying to build or are trying to raise. And it's really funny that people forget that with anything, right? Like, would anybody right now say that if you were in it, obviously, that Osmosis was a horrible thing? Osmosis had humongous APRs when it first came out. And now we're dealing with things that are under 100, usually without external incentives and stuff like that. But it's still talked as one of the most bullish platforms, one of the best ones in the Cosmos ecosystem. Again, I think a lot of things is we're just so jaded. We're so accustomed to getting these, I don't want to say handouts, but, stake drops and all that stuff. They basically, they're not handouts because you staked it, you took the initial investment, but airdrops definitely are, kind of like free money in a sense. So a handout per se. We're so accustomed to getting that here that we complain so quickly about things when they at all seem, to be moving quickly and or hard to understand. I got to give the Castle team a little bit of a break because over the past 2 days, actually, even just looking at this chart, it's not a crazy chart because I'm taking into account the things that are happening. They were airdropped here, sell. Price accumulation, airdropped here, sell. Price accumulation, airdrop here, sell. Price accumulation. Like if all I do is go by patterns, right? And if I am speculating off reading the white paper, if I'm speculating off looking at this price and previous price action in the past, and I know there's a cutoff of FOT that will ever be out there, which means there's only so much of these sub stacks after, again, you can split like a Satoshi into a Satoshi, like whatever you want to call it. You can split a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction indefinitely. But if there's a baseline, no matter what, token to pull that those derivatives or those fractionalizations from, the only thing you got to focus on is the end all be all, right? Like Bitcoin, it's the same argument with Bitcoin. What happens when everything happens? Well, what happens when Bitcoin mining is done? Does it all become equivalent? No. Do you still have Satoshis, which are just fractionalizations of a Bitcoin? Yes. Same thing with the dollar. We print dollars and dollars and dollars, but like, will you just give away? Oh, well, I know a lot of people, that's a dumb argument because people flip pennies into the street, which is crazy. I pick up pennies all the time. But like a penny is a penny is a penny, right? Which is the same thing as a fraction of a penny is still a market. You go to Robinhood, you go to, any of those, exchanges, you can buy and sell fractions of value because obviously they have Shiba Inu. You go to Webull, you can buy Shiba for a fraction of a penny. It's still valuable, right? You combine enough of them together, especially if you're talking about like, again, look at gold. You can sift through, streams and fields for fractions of what a gold bar is. You still have gold. It's still valuable. You can even collect gold dust. And if you have enough of it, eventually make a gold bar. It's still scarce source of value. It's still value. It's still a market. It's still there. By the tokenomics, I just got to give him the benefit of the doubt. This, even though he didn't transfer his voice very well in his previous attempt on Twitter, which we tried to stream, and all he said was, this is not a rug pull. This doesn't have any of the real underlining defining things of rug pull, which there's some things that are kind of, I will say that. I'm not saying it can't be, but because there are some things, like I want to know, I have some questions myself that I want to ask them. But again, just like Nick and I were talking about, if this is, I can't even get mad at him. This is the most confusing rug pull I've ever seen in my life. Rug pulls are supposed to be easily transferable and explainable, right? Like, that's how you trick people. They make it easy. Like, this is, yeah. I just gotta say it. This is crazy. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's what I got for today. I know I rambled. I promised myself I wasn't going to. I promised Nick, but we're talking about the castle. It's kind of hard. But Ponzi though. Bill's like, but no, Ponzi though. Could be, because it is hard. It's really hard to compartmentalize all of these things, but nobody knows. Nobody knows, right? That's what they've been saying about Bitcoin, Ponzi. Look at the market cap now. Hard to say that that's a Ponzi. Is everything a Ponzi? That people that are early, is things a Ponzi? Is everything a Ponzi where you simply look at it as somebody got in before me and has more than me? Is that a Ponzi? Is that the definition? Like, I know what the definition of a Ponzi and how the mechanism goes, but I feel like that's like the argument that a lot of people put out, like Ponzi. It's just the little guys fitting the top guys, and it never, like, the little guys never get to the top. But from what I've seen in the past 2 days, like, I'm still a little guy and I'm still doing okay. Yeah, Juno's Ben says Juno's a Ponzi because he didn't get it. You didn't get, yeah. I didn't get the airdrop error either. Ponzi. Ugh, give it to me now. Oh wait, vote drops. I didn't vote. Already claimed. Not claimable yet. Oh. Check out both of those, by the way. Yeah. But that's what I got today, guys. I'm sorry. Totally ranting. Like always, I shouldn't probably say sorry because that's the show. That's the show. The show. That's what we do. We're going to be back tomorrow. I'll be accompanied by the best person in the whole wide world that works super, super hard behind the scenes. I know you guys want him to... he doesn't. Like, you won't even let me say it. I know you guys want him to be on the screen. Guys, what's it going to take to get Nick to show his face? Guys, no, but seriously.
We made a deal.
He did make a deal. What was it again?
EOS has to hit all-time high, and I will show up on stream. No problem.
Are you saying that because you have EOS, or is it because like it's going to be really hard to do that?
Well, I hold a bunch of EOS too, but regardless. Transparency here, guys. We're going to try to work them to get on the stream no matter what. What if we get to, how about on top, either one of these guys, we hit 5,000 subscribers and Nick has to go on the stream and or EOS goes all-time highs. Is that doable?
How about 10K?
10K.
10K, I'll do it.
Well, so that stuff will happen real fast, dude. Like, eventually it's going to happen real fast. Either way. Guys, my name's Tank. You heard Nick. We're going to get out of here. We've been rambling way too long. We love you guys to death. You guys stay safe out there. Make sure you guys are realizing profits while you guys can. Don't fall for the narrative. Do your own research, please. Don't overextend. Guys, be blessed. We'll see you next time. Peace. Get out of here. Get
Crypto Tank out.
Out of here. Beat it. I'm going to go now.